pretty great how soon that game will permanently have the new graphics forever. Better added the great lights back, make it less hateable and boring. It's not a very signature shader graphics without those great lights that made it unique from the rage. So it is the case. Now the so-called shader graphics is without any extra stuff done to that world. So they're fresh created world, and it has all that enabled, of course. Well, in actuality, it's getting really close to where that will now be finished. But there's no point to light option though. Actually, the point to light actual stories
Dispatch, we have the suspect inside.
occasional use that will find the thread away bad guys, making them be unwanted. However, that competitor would handle the highest options for the shader graphics.
Dispatch, we got a vehicle on the curb in pursuit.
Too bad performance is really bad with reflections. It's too high. Well, with ray tracing, it actually gets to be performance would be really good.
No sign of the suspect in the location. Requesting assistance. Dispatch, we have the suspect inside.
so the clouds, this looks too similar to Java to Shen shaders.
You haven't put a camera anywhere? I'm located in pursuit.
Honestly, that looks just it's not that bad. After all, now it looks like when they're underwater, it's blue instead of being all clear looking. Looks that totally easily similar to ray tracing graphics. Very unfortunate faces for them. Or bad guys with
There he is!
At 245 on Fielding Avenue.
Hey, this is city property.
At 245 on Del Perro Freeway.
scary guy with the guns. That's so hard to kill a police. They're scary. When they pulled a life into at his eyes.
There he is! Spotted him! There he is!
His violence on his head hurts disturbing. Although there is still the thing of Winter Dragon features for creators, that is still one of the things in the experimental things, even in the preview version. So maybe that's why the normal graphics won't have shaders, but of course others as shader packs will have point light. Maybe that is the case with that. So by default, maybe the point light won't actually be a feature about the brand visuals, but it will be a thing for externally used shader packs, which doesn't really matter as long as, well, they look better than just the default shader graphics, which at least for what it is, gives the console version of that game its much needed, better looking graphics that it normally would never get. While having fun getting one like a bunch of guitar lines. And then really seriously, after having it on, there it is, point light. Guess that is the case that it was still experimental for us to do that, and then point light will get to be a thing of the normal shader graphics.
There he is!
Is that reassuring that they won't remove the point lights from shader graphics?
Take this guy down! There! Shoot there! Let's get it!
This would be absolutely nothing but fire. It's a pretty sick feature. Boy, lines that are made it likable.
Shoot this fool!
Even that makes sense. It's like the giver because it's what happens to the player heart.
Take this guy down! There he is! Spotted him! There he is!
The idea that the TV can do 24
Let's
HD.
get him! Shoot this fool! Spotted him! Take this guy down!
So only doing 4K would allow it to do the other lower settings.
There he is!
The idea that it's not 4K, it's doing the so-called 2K. Yeah.
There! Shoot there!
4 hour long parts.
Let's get him!
Very chilled.
There he is!
The game of the
There he is! Spotted him! There he is! Shoot this fool! Take this guy down! Spotted him! There he is! There! Shoot there!
But then with that,
Let's get him! There he is! There he is! Spotted him! Shoot this fool!
the idea that in Red Dead there was point light, it was so very obvious.
There! Shoot there! Spotted him!
Meanwhile, when Rock Bedman's Raft now gets to do it too.
Let's get him! Spotted him!
Point
Shoot this fool!
light.
There he is!
The percent is so the same. Especially with that.
Spotted him! There he is! Spotted him!
He said they're doing that for
There he is! Let's get him!
He'll insult everyone that gets by.
There he is! Shoot this fool! Take this guy
And also the way that looks. The license looks so shiny when they hold it.
Let's get him! There he is!
That's for the now default graphics of the game getting to look something like that.
Spotted him!
I'm sure it's just better than nothing at all.
There he is!
So between that kind of graphics and the default game's graphics, we shall take that any day. Because it's just totally better than the normal graphics that that game had all them years.
There! Shoot there! Let's get him! There he is! Spotted him!
The number of bad guys will be all up in the hundreds
There he is!
of thousands.
You're a moron!
Point light right there.
Take this guy down!
Android Atlas.
There he is! There! Shoot there! Spotted him! Let's get him! There he is! Shoot that fool!
Point light is gonna fit.
Spotted him!
You know,
There he is!
to the job or the
Take this guy down!
versus
Spotted him! There he is! Spotted him! There! Shoot there! Let's get him! Shoot that fool!
also unlike the default graphics, the way that seems how it's actually really dark once they stop looking at a light. Oh, and of course, they get to be glowy. Just like job for the Shin shaders. It's pretty thick, but will be like that from now on. But then the idea that in the better thingy-mabobber, it'll allow even critters to emit ray trace light. Notices that the cam's temperature is too high. It's really, really hot now. It's really, it's the cam is just so burning hot. I should just wait until it cools off. Or perhaps the fan could blow on it. And maybe it, of course, got really toasty because it was charging. I don't know, that caused some of them to fail.
Dispatch, Eagle 7, closing on the location, over.
We have troops requesting helicopter support over Strawberry.
Suspect is heading west. Do you copy? There's warning on its way. We're airborne and moving in. Over.
Perhaps it's time to try and use the fan.
Suspect is moving south.
Kind of like the sea box days.
Suspect is now proceeding on foot.
Here. Possibly the cam got so hot, so it totally needs to cool off.
Be advised, suspect is in a car. Suspect leaving the freeway.
So just that's what it's like. Of course, if the cam did 8K and it's overheated, it'll, well, cause a couple of problems to start happening. The cam didn't just turn off, but its downloads failed because it got too hot, so it needs to get blowed on now with a fan. Cam needs to take a chill pill over there. Oh. Yes. Perhaps it'll just start dealing with the ones that are done now. Which is one of them that is getting a baddie. And since you're really getting the first thing, you get what he's going at that baddie will go over to him. Hopefully you know what it's time to say. Must be fun. Must be fun. Sure is. Yay.
This is like 480 on Great Ocean Highway.
Must be fun. I feel like that. It already is better. And maybe can keep going. But if there's one thing we probably could have been doing is make this gain up. Hopefully it can resume the failed ones if I were to get the first can. If they'll keep going, yeah. Andy. But there now the camp is in luxury over there. If they fan. If Everest at least has the green light that shows that it's going. That cam should do be a lot more of a very conveniently nifty looking cam than the DJI cam ever was. The idea that that cam has a light on it while the DJI cam removed the LED light, even though the Kylan actually liked that about the fourth one, and then the fifth one removing it was kind of boo-hoo. Creativity is key to survival, according to the Steven Universe himself saying that.
We have troops requesting cross-country support over Paleto Bay.
According to STA Universe himself.
Over. Air support is on its way. Charlie 4 is airborne and headed to the
Let's tell me that doesn't look kind of like console version. So then the yay thing is, looks like with that, if the brightness is turned up all the way, it really kind of visually has the same vibe as the console version of the game. It looks really white, especially with the artificial lights. It's really like it. Yay. That's great. So whatever the darkness will look like. Hey, look. It's really easy to see in the dark. So again, that must be, of course, really similar to the console version. Now they don't even need lights to see in the cave. the choppers will go flying to the back. Point light. The way that looks, that just looks like Earth's at first glance. But the idea that the C box was able to do ray tracing until they made nothing. The Earth's running in console game. Very competitive. There's the feature being able to run pretty great. Yay, that just means light is brighter. And then at least the darkness actually is easy to see in. It's Yay, the concept of those knits, that's very fun.
Copy dispatch.
So there needs to be one of those videos about the editor for that game now, using that along with them just getting played through. So we would look if there was a video about GTA 5, but of course, after Wednesday, we all are playing as the Wii. Green as much as he is Mickey creative and he is me. Keep out there. And that looks like total destruction. Bye-bye, this moving. No, it's just that being exposed after all those years.
Suspect is in the car.
No grass everywhere. So that's exposed. Grenade! Grenade ladders. It's nothing but a dream. Yes, that is things that he is not focused on wanting to get him over there, so yes, they have become that's very guitar line with it will not always focus on every part. That's what I'm connected with that is
Officers report a hit and run on Great Ocean Highway.
Suspect has entered the freeway.
He's running away from you.
Eagle 7 currently tracking suspect heading north.
Yeah. He's fleeing from you.
Officers report 480 on Great
480.
Ocean Highway.
He. 480.
Dispatch suspect left the
On
freeway.
a blade and the monster truck swipes. He.
Officers report an assault on an officer on Great Ocean Highway.
It's really bringing back the vibes of the C box for some reason. It's the idea of the fan blowing. Well, it has to, of course, cool down the can so it doesn't get hot. It's kind of like the C box. C box. A C-Box Series X.
Backup needed on Great Ocean Highway.
Copy that. Taking off. Acknowledged. On our way. He's getting off the freeway. Roger, dispatch. We are en route.
Very special the idea that there's ray trace under that can't be enabled. You know, it's there. It looks so turned on a bowl, and when it's turned on, it'll look so fantastic with ray tracing graphics, hardware graphics, because ray tracing cores will be used. It's really spooky with the brightness really low. The darkness actually looks really spooky and dark. Jesus. Because whiplash. No, not whiplash. No, it hurts.